Good morning, good evening, bhai.
Good evening, guys.
Good evening, sir.
Hey, good evening, team. Okay, so let me quickly share it over, guys. Let me share it over on YouTube. It's already going there. I'm pasting the link as part of the group.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening. Okay, just wait, karo, guys. Some disturbance is coming from some place. Okay, now it's gone. Okay, team, chalo, let's get up for the day, everybody. Nice to see all you people in the house. Okay, so let me just keep adding rest of the team members as well. Good evening, Sumit. Good evening, Nagarjuna. Yeah, so Nagarjuna full खुल के आ रहा है भाई सामने. Nice. ठीक है. Good evening, Drishti.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, everyone.
क्या कमल के उससे आए हैं शशि. Good evening.
Good evening.
And
Good evening, sir. Good evening, team.
Trinath Swain. Okay, so he's the new guy in the house. Good evening.
Yes, I'm in the new.
Nice. ठीक है. And we have SK Ashish as a new guy. Very good. We have rest of the people. Sanjog, Shailendra, Nigar, Santoshi, Alok. So these are our regular team members. Okay. Chalo. Nice guys. Start pouring in. Good evening, Dipali.
Good evening, sir.
Nice. Mute everybody. I'm doing a mute all. Okay. Fine. So the time right now is 9:05 p.m. and we are getting started with the second wave of our journey towards greatness. Okay. So guys, we already spoke about the first impact which we wanted to create in the month of February. Okay. Okay, just figure out, we already spoke about this on last Sunday itself, like yesterday, as part of the morning workshop. Okay, spend some time in figuring out what is the transformation which you observed in yourself from the start of the February till the end of the February. Okay, nothing but in 1 month, what are the new habits have you acquired, what things you did differently which you were not doing maybe throughout your past life, or like most of the times of your past life. Okay, so this is where it got started, and I personally feel we added a lot of value add related things as part of it. Okay, so I'm not going to summarize and all that today. You already know what all we did, but it was a week by week transition. Okay, now, so there is one important thing, and most of you people have already started reading books and all that, right, as part of it. So some thoughts have come as part of the week 4 itself. Okay, so just understand what we are trying to deal with. Okay, so we are saying journey towards greatness. So greatness is becoming successful, becoming powerful, having all that you want in your life, living on your own terms, never backing down of any problems, any troubles, becoming bold, fearless, that kind of attitude basically. Okay, and then the life is going to make way for you. So that's what we are talking about, journey towards greatness. Okay, and you know what, guys, as a conclusion, after a lot of analysis, it has just been to the light key, we are our own worst enemy. Okay, nothing but the struggle is not outside. Okay, the world will make way if they see you being that consistent. Okay, no, I am going to get it at any cost. If they see that desire in you, na, automatically others will give up. Okay, so it all starts with you. That means external world will not cause any trouble if you have that hunger in you. Okay, I want something in my life. Now whatever that thing could be. Okay, so as a human being, you're born with that capability to go and make your dreams come true. You're born with that. Okay, but somehow over this journey of time, society says something, your family says something, friends says something, somewhere we just accept, fine, it's fine not having it. Okay, that's where we all accept, and then over a period of time we find ourselves becoming lost in this whole thing, which is a really big problem. Okay, but now, guys, so when we are saying we are battling against ourselves, what does that mean? Okay, it means ki whatever you have accumulated on the planet. Okay, as part of the previous sessions, we have spoken about how our mind works, conscious mind, subconscious mind. How do you expose yourself? If you expose it to a negative thoughts repeatedly, your behavior in life will become negative. Your attitude in life will become negative. If you hang out a lot with the lazy people, those who don't have ambitions, you will realize after a period of time you will also become that. Okay, because human beings learn from each other. Okay, and that's where it's very important, like what is your community, what is your friend circle, how, which are the people you're hanging out with, that matters a lot. Okay, and that's where, guys, those who really want to get some value out of done in their life, they are here as part of the life transformation group, and then we are seeing changes, because this is what you interact with other people. Everybody is moving towards that common goal of greatness. Hard work karenge, commitment, dedication, passion, and then you have the results. Okay, now, so let's speak about how the further journey is going to be. So week one, we have adapted a lot of things. Okay, but there is a way by which the human mind and the body works, people. Okay, so it's not very straight, it's not very easy. Had it been a very easy process now, guys, everybody in the world would have been become very successful. But that's not the case, right? 80% of the world is never going to see success. They will be dying average, they will always have regrets in their life, complaints in their life. That means it's not that simple. And you might be like, hey, 1 February, 1 month of my life, I lived like this, abhi pura ka pura life sort out honga. It will not happen. Okay, you need to do a few things in few particular manner, and then there is a strategy by which things will work out. Okay, and the next 2 months is going to be all about that. Okay, the next 2 months, guys, देखो एक क्या होता है कि if you try to put everything, okay, if you try to put everything, ये भी करना है वो भी करना है, guys, you are yourself reading books, right? कि the one thing, focus on one thing at a time. You have already come up with analysis कि भाई prioritize and do the most important thing. Already you people are saying, if you split up your mind in multiple things, you will not get results in anything. That's what is the one thing concept. Okay, nothing. But if that is the way of getting results, then what have we done in the first month? Okay, added so many things, somehow trying to extract something out of it. The thing is, everything which you have added in the month one for you guys, it is very unstable in nature right now. Okay, it's very unstable in nature. You might find, okay, let the live example, I'll tell you what's the example for the week 4 related book session. Okay, for that session itself, there were around, what we have 5 teams. Okay, 5 5s are like 25 plus people who participated in that. Okay, but the question is, are all those 25 people really consistent in the morning path? No. Even if they are not there for 1 day or 2 days, that means they are not consistent. That means the habit of greatness is not acquired in them. Okay, they are putting efforts, but it is not permanent. That means everything which you did, if you are just on and off in that, it's just introduced inside you, it's not settled inside you. That means your mind and the body has not completely accepted it, and it is not yet permanent. Okay, it is just introduced. Now the thing is, abhi ek ek karke we need to stamp it within us so that it doesn't go away. Okay, and that's what, guys, when that there was the session conducted, right, in one of a video, some slide somebody presented as part of the last week itself, for acquiring any new solid habit, on an average it is going to take around 66 days of time. Okay, it's the average time, just randomly calculated. Let me tell you, it completely depends upon how your past has been and how is your commitment towards greatness. It will not come in 66 days also. You try for 160 days, 180 days, it will not come in that also. It completely depends upon what your past is and how much dedication you have to become a different person. It completely depends on that. Now you might be like, hey, some of the people in the group are able to do. For example, I particularly like the example of Dipali. Okay, the way she has come up, ki earlier she wanted to do but she was not doing it, but all of a sudden she got the spark from Sony ki, "Arey yaar, when she can do it, why can't I?" And then from that day onwards, she has never even missed a single day. Now that is something. It comes from within you, where you're not ready to take a no as an answer. Okay, very strong example. Second, with Shashi. Okay, he made that video. Okay, yeah, it was tough, but still I made 30 days possible. Okay, it's nothing but you battling yourself. Okay, so it was tough for the first month, but there are examples within us who made it possible. There are examples within us who gave it up as well, Who gave it up as well? Okay, nothing but guys, even one day miss is a miss. You need to understand, as long, okay, now this is where it becomes very tricky. As long as it doesn't become a regular everyday habit for you, you will be struggling with acquiring that as a habit. Okay, as long as the habit does not become permanent in you, it will become painful that much. Nothing but, let's say, waking up 5 in the morning. Okay, if you are not able to quickly master this art of waking up 5 in the morning, for next 6 months also if you try, it will still be painful for you to adapt, because you're on and off. Nothing but your mind and the body is not really accepting it. The mind and the body is confused. At times you wake up, at times you doesn't wake up. What should be my pattern? It's running, it's looking for a pattern inside you. Sometimes you're switching, sometimes you're not. The mind and the body is confused in you right now, and with that struggle there will always be pain. There is no clear cut instructions for your mind and the body. How do you want to shape up you? So guys, it's a question which you need to ask to yourself. Okay, either 3 months of massive struggle but doing it, no matter how tough life gets, no matter how much busy we get, but 3 months of massive hardcore commitment, not even a day miss. If we just take that, and on the other side, it's a life which you have to live for 70 years. Okay, now the question is, do you want 70 years of pain and suffering, or do you want to concentrate so much, burn yourself, that in 3 months I want to become my best version? It's a choice. Okay, and if anybody is sensible, they will pick the shorter duration. कि यार करते कुछ भी हो जाए. But what does that mean when you say कि I want to do it 3 months? Okay, it actually means कि there is no giving up for that. Guys, becoming successful is tough. Okay, there is a strategy, there are ways, but it is still tough, because people will not be that consistent even for 3 months, even though they understand there is a 70 years of life, there is a 3 months of life which you want. People will have their own excuses, their own problems will be their life problems, this problem, that problem, but because of all that, the end conclusion remains, we don't grow in our life. Okay, and that's where the actual problem starts, people. Okay, and if we don't grow, the same struggle will continue for a very long time in you, and that's going to be very painful, let me tell you. Okay, now Abhi, now talking about, and that's where I'm not doing it like a 1 weekend workshop or 1 week program or 1 month program. Also, I'm completely doing it like a 3 months program, because what we are doing is way beyond installing one habit. Okay, if you really understand, we are not installing one habit, guys. One habit might take 66 days to install. What we are doing it, we are installing a complete new lifestyle, and that has to be more committed than one single habit installation. Let me tell you guys, okay, whatever we are going to do in this 3 months, it is practical that people might learn all that in 6 months or 1 year, but we are concentrating it in such a manner that means our commitment levels should be off the charts. And that's where, guys, you will get more results in life when others do it in 1 year, you do it in 1 quarter. You save your next 3 quarters. Now that is growth. When others become successful at 15 years of experience, you become that with 10 years of experience. Now that is growth. That means you still have 5 more years and you can do wonders in that. And that's what happens. When others take double the time, you take half the time, and that's where we are concentrating, and that's where you will find every day in the past February was massive in you. Every day was massive. Gave something to learn, something to grow, something to experiment. But क्या था? It was all introducing. अभी तक permanent कुछ भी नहीं हुआ. Some people, based on their commitment, right now I'm telling you already, all the people who wakes up in the morning, okay, Shashi, Drishti, and all the other guys, Sanjog and all, whoever waking up in the morning, okay, on a consistent basis, I really want to tell you, it's because you have that spark and the fire कि करते हैं ना. Let's not stop, okay? But अभी तक your mind and the body might be still struggling. At times आता रहेगा, अरे छोड़ देते ना, अरे Sunday को भी क्या उठना. Those feelings might come. That's nothing but it's a version of you which you have installed through the past life, the past 20, 25 years of you. It will not allow you to change that easily.
Yes, sir. I want to say something.
Adil.
In last Sunday, I woke up at 4:30, and I said 13 minutes still left. I will sleep for some time. Then I woke up at 5:12. Then I'm thinking it's already too late. Let it be. I will sleep. Then my mind triggering, no, not to sleep. Go to meditation, and I wake up and I did that.
Nice. So guys, very good. So these you will experience, okay? And the reason being, okay, you have accumulated a past version of life in you. Okay, nothing but there was one book in some of the books somebody said auto suggestion. Nothing but this is what is auto suggestion. Something which comes from inside your sleep now.
Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah,
The
think
Think
and
and
grow
Grow
rich.
Rich book is there.
Right. So that is what is auto suggestion. Nothing but your mind and the body is going to keep giving you direction. Arey, it's okay, sleep a bit. Arey, why are you doing? Dekho, this is where it will get very crazy. Why are you doing all these things when your friends are not doing it? Okay, when your family has not done it, maybe all your elders, they lived the entire life, they never made all these things happen. Why are you mad about all these things? This is going to come from your intuition, because that's the past life which you have acquired. Now some people might just buy into this idea and they might just stop, but some might be like, no, change hona hai. It all depends on how you take it. Okay, but guys, let me tell you, I am here just to give a guidance and to give a structure to what you already have in you. But doing it, not doing it, commitment, getting the things done, it completely depends upon the fire that you have in yourself. Okay, nobody else can get that for you. Okay, nobody else. मैं नीचे घर को आके I'll be like knocking your door, उठो, you'll be like नहीं उठेंगे. You will go to that level. Okay, only when you wake up, when you really want to do something, and that's where the actual spark begins. Okay, now let's speak about, so guys, just know it as a conclusion. Number one, month one which we installed of February, it was just introducing all these habits, new things here, there, blah, blah, blah. The thing is, everything is in unsettling mode right now. Okay, so very good for those who did it, executed nicely. But the thing is, abhi ye sab cheezon ko we have to make it permanent. Okay, and we have to go to the next level. And now let's talk about the stage 2 of the journey towards greatness, how exactly things are going to be, and what all the people who join in as part of this journey will be experiencing. Okay.
Yes, sir. Actually, I have missed, I have missed first month of February, whatever the activities done by us. Are you thinking about anything problem I'm facing some if I started from now?
It will depend upon your commitment. Okay. So
Yes,
it
part
will
of the
depend
problem.
upon the commitment, because for the first week already a lot of commitments and all were done. Okay. So if you think like you have a very strong determination ke bhai karna hai, then it will become easy for you. Okay. But if you start into like nahi, tough hai, nahi hoga, I cannot manage time, if all those things are coming, so then it will not be possible to complete. Okay. It depends on that. And that's where in the month of, I think, अभी क्या मार्च चल रहा है ना, in the month of April again the next 3 months program is going to launch. Okay, where the first month is actually the foundation month, so that the next 2 months become easy. Okay, so you can give a shot, but it is going to be, it's completely depending upon your growth related hunger in you. Okay.
Yes, actually that's if you don't excuse anything,
Then it will be possible.
then it will be possible.
Okay, yeah. So guys, Abhi, let's understand what's the plan of the next stage 2 of journey towards greatness. Okay, now first of all, you would already know by n number of ways or sources. Okay, ki those who, like, okay, in the entire world, time is the most important thing. Nothing else is as important as time. We already know this fact. Okay, if you really master time, you can get everything that you want. Okay, and if you waste your time, you lose everything which you might be having. So if you master time, you will get money, you will get health, you will get results, you will get productivity, you will get happiness, you will get rest also, you would get relaxation also. It all depends upon how do you deal with the time which you have with your hand. Okay, so now the first focus of the stage 2 is controlling your own time rather than letting time to control your life. Okay, it's completely about that. Okay, how do you decide what do you want to do in your life, regardless of just flowing away with the problems when it comes, and just life guiding you in a way, defining how do you want to live your life by controlling your time factor. Okay, and those who do this art, they will really be massive. Now let's completely first empty our mind. Forget about how the world has structured time right now. Forget about this Sunday offs, Saturday, Sunday offs in the IT industry. Forget about this Monday to Friday kaam karna, Saturday, Sunday chill karna. Forget about these time boundaries, 10 to 7 kaam karna and rest of the time chill karna. Just remove all these things from your mind. Okay. This is some smart people. Okay. So they were really smart. They knew how to structureize the world. And that's where somebody created systems like that, because they wanted to create a system where the world can run in a particular manner. That's where some smart brains have done that. Don't know who created all these systems. कि संडे को चिल मारेंगे, काम खाली इतने बाउंड्री में करेंगे, but systems have evolved over a period of time, and it was done to support mediocrity and averageness. You need to understand, it was designed. Guys, देखो, I am already telling कि I am leading a 30-member team. I define a lot of processes. I create a lot of systems. Do I really create systems के peak performers के लिए? Not everybody is a peak performer, right? So when I define system, I have to consider mediocrity, like better than average log, maybe 60%, 70%, because I know that everybody will not be giving their peak performance every time. People are of different levels, and that's where when you define a system, you define it for average. Okay, and then you give a choice to people. Okay, outperform the system or underperform the system. Okay, it's a choice given. Now somebody very smart in the past, centuries ago, defined this entire system of the world. Here Sunday ko off, when you work, these are your working times. Then you have a personal life, you have a professional life, you need to have a balance in all these things. Some very smart people defined it, but all of that system is defined for only average people. And that's the reason 80% of the world is going to be average or below, because nobody is really ready to break up the challenge and rise beyond that, because of a number of ways. I'm not saying it's our fault. Nobody injected us to go in that manner. So for this moment, I want you people to really empty up your mind completely about the systems of the world, of how time is looked at by anyone. Okay, and thoda sa ek baar yahan dekhte hain, guys. Okay, first of all, if you really observe your 24 hours, it can be broken down into 4 pieces. Okay, it can be broken into 4 pieces. The first segment is the morning time. Okay, so let's assume it's a morning time, waking up like 5, we are waking up, right? So that's the first piece. Okay, 5 to 8, 5 to 9, that's the piece number 1 of your day. Okay, now piece number 2 is when the world says do a job, make a career, do a business, sit at your shop, do blah blah blah. Nothing but that's the second slot of the life, which is nothing but a working boundary, maybe 10 to 7, 9 to 5, whatever it could be. That's the second slot available. Okay, now the third slot comes is when your job ends till you sleep, and the fourth slot is your sleeping slot. So if you really observe, and guys, everybody, no matter whether you are a newborn baby or whether you are the richest man on the planet, okay, abhi Elon Musk chal raha hai the richest man, okay, he has taken over Jeff Bezos, okay. Now even uske paas bhi utna time hai, we also have the same, everybody has the same, and everybody have these 4 slots. If you see, okay, now there are multiple ways of sleeping related. Okay, if you see, I'm again generalizing things. So we are not trying to think like Einstein or somebody ke sleep ko bhi pura spread up kar denge in the 24 hour. There are those people also, they split the entire sleep also into multiple sections. Okay, there are types of sleeps, but we are not getting into all that. Let's consider it from our levels, because we need to upgrade one level from what we are right now. So if you observe, there are 4 slots available for every one of you. You sleep in one slot, you wake up, okay, you work, and then there is an evening slot available, and then you just go to bed. So like this 4 slots. Now the thing is, you will become successful in your life if you really master all these 4 slots for getting results, for productivity, and for not giving excuses about it. If you use these 4 sorts optimal manner, then only you will become great. If any one of this is not properly balanced, it is going to impact your rest of the 24-hour day and it will be collapsing. So just understand. And that's the reason if you find any successful person, their time is organized very greatly. Okay. They don't really care, guys. Again, I am again telling you, forget about just your working time is your productive time and baki ka life is just time pass. Almost everybody in the IT industry is living the life like this. My productive working earning time is only 10 to 7. Baki ka is chill, it's relax, it's like just time pass. I'll have enjoyment, I'll have this, I'll have that. All such people have just accepted one piece of the life and baki sleep karte. They are wasting the 2 other sections completely. And those who don't utilize all these 4 sections, they are not going to get results in life. Okay, different रहेगा. We are talking about greatness. So यहाँ पे अभी average और छोटी चीज की we are not talking about small things now. Okay, now if you want to get results, you need to master all the 4 sections and you need to be really good in all the 4 sections. Okay, तब जाके results will come and you will find 80% of the world is not good in this. 80%. Even you pick up some great position people also, they will also be compromising on these 4 segments. Some people might be a morning routine to bahut zabardast hai, I'm working nice, but evening slot mein, yeah, I'm not doing anything worthwhile there. It will happen as a human nature. Okay, because it's not possible to always stay up the game and get maximum results. So it's not possible to always be like that. But why it is not possible is because you have not installed that as a habit in you. As long as that doesn't become a habit, you will never be that productive. So what we are saying, time utilization should become a habit in you, in which all these 4 sections of your life gets properly, effectively applied as a regular habit for you, jiske liye additional efforts dalna na pade. Now what does this mean? Introducing one thing, sticking with that, applying it till we become perfect, adding more on top of it, applying it, consistent, then adding, and then you will, when you look back, you'll be like, wow, what did I do to my entire 24 hours? Now this is different. And then it would be like, now, okay, I've spent enough time, abhi it's more settling down. So your productive management is happening nicely. Okay, now what we are going to do as part of the further coming 2 months is we are going to master all these 4 sections of our life. If you master this, guys, job, money, health, everything will be sorted. Happiness, success, giving, because isse zyada kuch nahi hai. Nobody has more than 24 hours. If you manage these, life is done basically. Kuch cheez ki worry karne ki zarurat. Okay, now let's get into how we are going to do it. Okay, again, it's going to be a week by week program. First of all, we will not be catching up during the evening sessions. Okay, this session, the further 2 months wala workshop, is going to happen only during the morning times. Okay, no evening slots for that. Okay, maybe weekend mein kabhi kabar yahan wahan karenge, but ideally it's only for the morning slots. Okay, where we will be conducting it. We'll get more specifics about the time factors and all that, but step by step, let's speed it. First, how we are going to do it. Okay, step number 1. Okay, first of all, let me tell you, this is the season 9 happening for our life transformation, but this program, Journey Towards Greatness, is launched for the very first time. Okay, now what does that mean? We have never done a 3 months program where step by step we have done it. Okay, we have never done that. Akhil, I am doing a job here, okay, so I do attend it, right? So that's an excuse. Okay, fine. Now let's get back. So now what we are looking forward, people here. Okay, so it's like step by step lete hai cheezon ko. So first of all, we are going to fix our life morning 5 a.m. Full attention, full focus. Already for the first month, we all people have applied that. Okay, but abhi is like for the next 60 days, we should not miss any of the day. Let me tell you guys, it's a question to you. Either you make this entire duration happen, or you will have a struggle for maybe next 6 months also, and you will still be at the same level. It's a one-time commitment which you have to give. 3 months or like 30 years, it's a lot of trade-off basically. it is going to be painful. You will have a lot of challenges, okay? Family के problems रहेंगे, or some functions might be there, travel करना पड़ेगा, or sometimes headache हो जाएगा, health will be like cold हो जाएगा, कुछ भी, lot of things will happen in this journey, okay? But guys, you take an example, okay? Once you start reading more of books and autobiographies, all the great people, they completely lost in life, okay? There were some of the big people who became very successful in life. They said कि भाई सब कुछ छूट गया from life, okay? There was no home to live, there was no place to eat food, they were sleeping in their broken car, कुछ नहीं था, okay? One person went to that low कि sleeping on a footpath, okay? If you know about Tony Robbins, he was like I was just sitting in a room, nothing in my house, just an empty chair. People went to that depth, अपना तो बहुत अच्छे level पे, okay? The most, some of the very great people ना, they went to that depth where they lost everything. खाने के लिए पैसा नहीं था, they went to that के they poor, massive poverty. But when they struck that hard ना, उसके बाद a trigger happened inside them. Okay, I want to take control of my life, not anymore, no matter what happens, ठीक है? Be it let me die for becoming successful, वो trigger होता है. And that's called as when you hit that rock bottom कि इससे नीचे तो अभी life cannot go further, and then people start rising, okay? Now it's up to us. Do we really want that life push us to that low and उसके बाद like अभी करो या मरो हो जाएगा, or do we really want to utilize where we are and from the rise up, okay? So guys, it's a commitment. So for the next, सबसे पहला 5 a.m. mastery is required, because if you don't master your first slot of the life, basically your entire day will not be mastered, because that slot is where the golden magic happens, which trains your brain, trains your body towards living the entire day in a grateful manner, in a practical, productive manner. So the first slot is very important. Now, what are we going to do as part of it? First, okay, it is going to happen as a closed program, so we are not going to keep it open for public, because we want only committed people to be available there, okay? However, I know that, okay, so 5 a.m. ka pranayams and meditation, that is going to continue as it is. We will be streaming it live. A Zoom ka link, we will be sharing it into our LT events group. Plus at the same time, the pranayams meditation is open for all, okay? So wahan pe we will not be doing that as a closed group. So that program will still continue for all public. So anybody interested can definitely join us there. So that's the first slot which we start, okay? We wake up at 5, we join in 5:15 to 6, okay? We will be closing it sharp at 6, so accordingly we'll manage that 44 hours. So when we say 5:15, we are going to log in and straight away start with 5:15, even if I alone am there. Okay, I'll not wait for anybody. As soon as 5:15 ho gaya, chalo, let's get started, because that's what is punctuality. Discipline is required there, okay? Because we have 45 minutes available, so thoda sa push will be required, okay? Fine, so we will start with that slot, okay? Now what do you master at that? You have a peaceful mind, okay? You have a peaceful mind to get started. And the second thing is your heart will become good. You will not just be thinking from the brain, but you will become more caring, you will become more sharing, okay? With the pranayams, your internal organs will be fine. So nothing, but we already know the advantage of that, and that's where we do it. So the first stage will be done, okay? Now continuing that, we are going to do a 45-minute session, which is going to happen for only the closed group who is enrolling for the next 2 months, okay? Now only with them we will be directly connecting everything on Zoom, okay? So we will be connecting from 6 to 6:45, okay? Because I think some of the people might have a 7 a.m. class, and there could be something other programs and plans, okay? So we will be conducting a 45 minutes practical slot, okay, where we are going to do mastering your morning, okay? So mastering your morning, what does that mean? We are going to really get into very practical things of tweaking your brain, of writing how the day is going to be, of exhibiting gratitude, of planning, of doing rigorous workout till we sweat. So that is going to be the 45 minutes wala slot there, okay? Nothing but your health pe kaam karenge, and we will work on your mindset. So the morning pranayams, we worked only on a peaceful being, a kind being, ready for taking on the day, But now we will take it to the next level where massive workout karke, we will be training our brain to execute today to perfection and to continue that in a regular basis. Okay, so that 45-minute slot, practical slot completely rahega. Okay, now that is the second slot which will happen, and then there are some other things which will happen, but slowly we will start with acquiring our morning in a proper manner. Okay, now as we extend it, so I'm just summarizing how this entire 2 months are going to go. As we extend further, so once the morning routine is installed in us, okay, we are going to extend into the second week coming through, where we are going to master some pieces of our entire day. Step by step, we are upgrading our lifestyle days. Okay, now as part of that, we are going to master our sleeping routine. We are going to master something called as winner workout. Okay, so those kind of installations will happen, nothing but from just a morning routine. As part of the second week, we will install a bit over and all across 24 hours, because guys, your morning thing will not be very consistent if your night sleeping habit is compromised. So you need to really stop some bad habits which you are carrying. Otherwise, greatness and darkness, both things cannot stay together. So we need to really work on ourselves. Okay, then only things will be possible. Otherwise, your mind will be always confused, and a confused mind cannot be great. Okay, it can be only confused. So we need to start reducing our bad habits. So we are going to do some exercise for even that. Okay, identifying what are the habits which are pulling us back in our life. Everybody's struggle might be different. थोड़ा सा self analysis में जाके one by one we will be attacking the bad habits and then reducing from the life. Social media distractions ko nikalenge, we will upgrade our focus, we'll upgrade our concentration, we will work on our health. All of these things will be fixed. Okay, so that's going to be there for the next initial few weeks of time. Okay, now later we are going to install a mandatory learning and a growing habit in the evening slot. Okay, so guys, I'm not going to touch your career related sort. So everybody, yeah, you might be working and or training here and there. So wo wala second slot is, that's your career. So I'm not going to enter into your career slot, because that's what you have to get the job into. Okay, so but we have to really focus the rest of the productive pillars so that your career can be managed nicely. Okay, so we are not saying कि career को quit करके ये सब करना है. Come on, I have a job, man. I need to go every single day, right? So we are not doing that. So along with this working or money making, whatever the central career slot is there, we need to do this rest, and then you will find the results that you will get in your career, the results that you will get in your health, and all the other aspects वो बहुत ज़्यादा आने लगे. Okay, it will massively change. Okay, so that's how we will be going. And we, so first morning slot captured, second thoda sa sleep habits wala slot, how to get into a peaceful sleep, how to really master your sleep in a very relaxed manner, us pe kaam karenge. Thoda sa evening slot mein a winner workout we will be introducing, wahan pe we'll get some consistency. Once this pattern is there, how do you introduce a learning hour in your life? We will work on that. How do you introduce an action hour in your life? We will work on that. Now, action hour is nothing but a productive hour which you need to introduce. Nothing but in your 24 hours, we are acquiring the morning time. After that, we are acquiring an action hour where you get results. We are acquiring a learning hour where you keep growing and when your mindset is always upgrading. Okay, then we are acquiring a time where you would be peacefully sleeping. So you're not worried about whether I'll wake up in the morning or not, guys. You will not be worried about that because your sleep is already full. Your life is balanced very nicely. And then you will get into this, all these routines pretty gelled up. So by that way, slowly and steadily, we will fix this entire 24 hours. Now, as soon as you start fixing this, you will find that already you will start becoming a different person. And guys, यहाँ पे अपन we are not telling कि you have to sacrifice on your happiness. So पहले तो ये बात just understand it nicely कि we are not saying कि you have to sacrifice on your comfort and your chill time and your friends time, or yeah, if you like laziness a lot, we are not going to sacrifice laziness. Okay, we are just going to reduce it a bit and change that with value added pieces in your life. Okay, so we are not going to take massive things away from it. Okay, so we are not going to destroy your entire life and like अरे यार खाली life में यही सब बच गया. It's not going to happen like that. Okay, step by step करेंगे and we are going to stop it at a limit. Okay, we are going to stop it at a limit के overdoing is also going to be a problem. Okay, so overdo is also not good, underdo is also not good. We will strike the right balance of 24 hours. okay, where there will be enough time for you to hang out with your friends, to do chit chat with your friends. Everything will be there. But the thing is, right now, without really structuring your life, we are wasting our time in all this. There will be enough time for social media distractions also. There will be time for movies and all that also. There will be time for parties also. There will be time for lunch and restaurants also. Everything will be there. We are trying to draw the right balance of life, the right balance of how do you live your day, your month, and your entire life. And once you know that, now uske baad fir everything is possible. Okay, so that's the plan for the next 1 month, fixing this entire lifestyle by utilizing all the 4 slots plus having the level of comfort. Okay, that's the plan for the entire month of March. Okay, now let's go to the April. Okay, in the month of April, we are all going to rise as individual role models for the next generation. Nothing but whatever you learn, we are going to introduce a pattern in us where we will start sharing and becoming role model for the next generation, guiding people, rising in our own selves, creating our own personal brand in social media, creating an impact in the society where we become big time givers. Okay, where we care, where we share, where we add more value, and that is going to even give you career opportunities, that is going to make you a person which you will be happy 20 years from now. KR, I did something great in my life. Okay, so that kind of a platform we will create in the month of April, where you people will rise like that. KR, chalo life ko maine, I did not just live for myself. Okay, I did something great which is like worth patting my own back. Okay, you will find a purpose as part of that. Okay, so the next April month में we will define a purpose. Why do you exist? And फिर उसमें जान लगा देंगे to become somebody. Okay, Mark Zuckerberg say it was asked कि यार at a young age you had all this Facebook and money and all these things. How did your life shape up? So what he said, pretty simple. It started like fun for us. This is what he said. It started like college की website बना रहे, all this networking and all happened, and then we started seeing demand बढ़ने लगा. So we started hosting for different colleges. थोड़ा सा global जाने लगे. Servers were bottleneck, and then we started rising our system. And then a point came where we saw कि man, this is really gone very big. And अभी this was no longer a child play. And बोले कि तब मेरे को लगा कि नहीं, अभी now I need to become serious. So उससे पहले जब maturity नहीं थी उसको, he was enjoying mode पे. क्या teenager था, 20s में था, chilled out mood. But once he found a purpose in the life, then he said, uske baad I just took Facebook to the next level. Okay, when I found out what I'm doing is very big. Okay, Yahoo came to buy Facebook. He just went inside the meeting and said, no, I'm not going to sell. बहुत बड़ा offer मिला था. Why? Because the vision of Facebook was in his mind. I'm not going to sell it. Okay, because he found a purpose with Facebook. And फिर आगे जाके Facebook did a lot of things, right? Instagram ले लिया, WhatsApp ले लिया. It is creating its own era. And now is it possible to purchase Facebook for anyone? Not possible. Okay? And all those people at that time who were there, they all said MBAs, big directors and all the experts. They are like, Arey Mark Zuckerberg, you don't know how to run business. You should have sold it to Yahoo. अभी तेरा company का value भी नहीं रहेगा. People were all talking that. But he had a clear vision in his mind, nothing but he found a purpose with Facebook. Okay, the question is, what is our purpose of our life, and are we really having that in us to make it happen? Okay, so we are going to live for that in the month of coming April. Okay, so this is how the next 2 months are going to be organized for all you people, and I personally feel it is going to be a game changer. Okay, and when we, like, if you see what we have become in the month of February, okay, all these things will be permanently installed with a systematic life routine within us, and then we will identify our purpose, and then we will do whatever it takes to rise as a role model for the next generation. And all this is possible in just 3 months of time. Okay, and uske baad, yeah, we have to really grow to the actual height that we deserve. Okay, so that's how it is going to be. Now, how we are going to run this show? Okay, so first of all, so all this whatever I have spoken, okay, so I have okay, so one of the our life transformation team member itself, okay, he forwarded some link where this guy Robin Sharma, Okay, so he has taken up a course like Hero Legends and Hero Genius Legends. Okay, so he has taken up that course, which is a 66 days course, and where he's like uske kuch techniques hai, strategies hai, which he teaches to CEOs and all that. Okay, so I've gone through all of those videos. Okay, so I've already gone through it long time ago. Okay, so there are some things very valuable which we are going to introduce as part of our session. Okay, some things very valuable which we will be introducing as part of our session. Okay, uske usme we are going to work on some very value added different things like confidence raising, boosting ourselves, finding मतलब उसको और आगे लेके जाने वाले, ठीक है? So nothing but we have a very base foundation which Robin Sharma has worked for maybe past 20 years. This is what he says, which he teaches us to all the CEOs. Okay, and that will be one major piece which we will take forward. On top of it, we will add all of our analysis, our patterns, our execution, and make the entire program as a definite permanent thing in the life. Okay, huge base for that. Okay, now the second thing is key, right from tomorrow onwards we will be starting. So tomorrow day we will keep it open for everybody. Okay, so morning mein 5 to 5:15 to 6 we are going to complete the meditations pranayam. Uske baad straight away from 6 onwards tomorrow we will continue. We will continue 6 to 6:45 for the first day of this week, where we will start mastering our morning routines. Okay, so थोड़ा सा guys just empty up your mind. जो भी चल रहा है दिमाग में, मेरा ये है, मेरा वो है, एक बार just become blank. Okay, we will fix the entire pieces together. Okay, एक बार one by one let's start acquiring all the 4 pieces of your life, and उसमें you can definitely add your customization. So I'm not going to direct के ये time पे ये करना है. It's flexible based on your life priorities. Okay, but you have to be smart enough and knowledge enough कि वो करना ही है. You should not stop, because if you stop then it's not going to utilize it. Okay, so fine. So right from tomorrow onwards we are going to start with this. So first day we will keep it open for all. Okay, and 6:15 ये वो वाला routine ये वो करेंगे, and then slowly and steadily we will start acquiring more and more of this. We will make it more interactive. We will get into a community where all the like-minded people are there who wants to really do this thing, where you guys have to push each other to make sure that we don't miss any single of the day, and there will be tracking of how the progress is happening. There will be working like collaborations with each other. There would be peer programs there where you guys will be tied up and you would become accountable that okay, your success and that person's success, like pairing up करके साथ में as a group grow करेंगे, so that everybody rises and nobody is left out types में. Okay, so those kind of models we will be working, so to make sure that we apply all these things. Now, how to get enrolled for this program? Okay, so first of all, okay, for all the previous life transformation members, okay, so abhi tak jitne bhi public the, for all the previous life transformation members, so for you guys it is directly open. Okay, so you can just happily just say, hey, I want to jump in for this program. देखो guys, if you are committed you will get results. If you're not committed वापस से वही life रहेंगी. So it's completely up to you, so that's not a problem. Okay, so all the previous batch people till season 8, whoever guys were there, so they can just say, hey, I want to join in, and you are part of the system. Okay, and because you are already you have done the payment earlier and you are the paid people already of the system. Okay, so you guys will directly be getting the entry for this program. And for the other guys, okay, so this is going to be launched as a paid program. Okay, so this is going to be launched as a paid program with something minimal. Okay, so for all the working people we are going to keep it to 2000. Okay, one time payment for this entire February was also paid, but मैं उसको free में लगा दिया था ताकि you can get more value outfit. तो working people के लिए 2000, ठीक है, and we will be launching the another workshop, उसके अंदर भी free entry मिलेगा. So it's not just about this 3 months. You will directly get the entry to the second season 10 that we are launching without any cost there. So it's nothing but one time payment से 6 months का slot हो जाता है. So after 6 months these things will definitely become permanent for each and every one of you. Commitment matters the most. Okay, so it's like one time karo to ye 3 months you will get, and definitely a guaranteed slot without anything additional for the next one. Okay, fine. And the second, if you are a student, so for the students we are just going to charge like 1000 rupees. Again 6 months ka slot they will be getting it. Okay, so first 3 months, and then after that season 10 will be launching as part of that as well. Okay, and just to tell you, okay, this is like 2000 1000 is nothing guys, ठीक है, to be very honest. Okay, Robin Sharma जो course करा रहा है, ठीक है, I checked his price there. Okay, and he's charging after he's saying 53% discount and उसका price is 35,000. Okay, 35,000 he is charging after saying 53% of discount. Okay, and like I personally feel our program is better than that. I just feel it, I just know it actually, because I've seen what he is doing. Okay, and I know how we can get more value than that. And I was analyzing why his program is not having that which we can do. The reason being is he's operating at a very bigger scale, and if you operate like Robin Sharma, okay, so even we will not be able to execute it the way we are doing it right now. Okay, so for him the entire world is a platform, so he has to make the system very decoupled, where he is not involved in the system, then only his system is scaling up primarily. Okay, so he has created that for himself. He might have seen the same struggle which now life transformation is going into, and फिर बहुत बड़ा बन गया over a period of time. He wrote all those books, he came up with the programs and blah blah. Okay, so it's huge related value. Okay, so that's what it is. So one time payment for next 6 months, तो ये 2 महीने का रहेगा plus the direct entry to the next. But again guys, I'll just tell one thing, commitment is everything. Okay, and yeah, money doesn't matter. People are like, हाँ ठीक है यार 1000-2000 तो ये दे देते हैं, but commitment नहीं रहेगा तो it's not useful at all. ठीक है, and I would really like to first ask that question कि सच में do I need to do it or not? Okay, so सच में do I really want to upgrade my life at this point of time, or I am okay with not doing it? Okay, ask this question. ठीक है, because once you are in ना तो वो फिर करना पड़ेगा, otherwise it's waste of time, waste of money, waste of everything. So पहले एक बार just think through. देखो अभी नहीं करोगे तो some or the other day in life करना पड़ेगा, because it's a balance, या तो now या तो next. And I'm telling you one thing, ठीक है, whatever I am saying, okay, many of the things I'm also not executing it consistently. Okay, there are many things which I'm not consistently executing, but I know that when we are working into it together, वो सब मेरे भी permanent habits बन जाएंगे. Okay, and that's what it is going to happen. I know that for sure. Okay, and I will make sure that we all the committed people में वो permanent change आ जाएगा. ठीक है, so that's what it is about. ठीक है, तो कल का दिन entire day we will keep the registration open. So I will just share a Google form link as part of our LT events वाला WhatsApp group as well. ठीक है, so who first do a commitment. If you really want to grow in right now, then only enter. अगर if you are saying no ये यार बहुत नहीं possible नहीं होगा, because guys we are going to master our 24 hours. ठीक है, at times यहाँ पे ऑन ऑफ होंगी चीजें. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इन योर लाइफ सम प्रायोरिटीज आ गया, फंक्शन आ गया, दिस आ गया, ट्रैवल करना पड़ रहा है, समथिंग हियर एंड देयर, तो मे बी फॉर अ फ्यू कपल ऑफ डेज इधर उधर आएगा, बट यू हैव टू गेट बैक ऑन ट्रैक. सो आई एम नॉट सेइंग के नेक्स्ट 2 महीने तक नथिंग शुड हैपन. A bit here and there things will happen, but you should not lose the essence of what we are doing. You should continue the momentum of the growth and all that. Okay, so again ask a question ki bhai abhi is the right time, can I really be that dedicated, because we are mastering all the 4 slots of the life, and once this is mastered your life will completely change after that. Okay, with laziness and entertainment sabke sath karenge. Okay, so we'll manage things very properly, and if you're really committed, fill up this form. Okay, and then tomorrow we will start like open for all ek ek karke. One important thing guys, thoda sa arrange a notepad and a pen. Okay, so we will be introducing some journaling habits, nothing but something which really there was one example as part of the previous life transformation. Okay, real life example, there was a student which came and said I went to an interview. Okay, and the interview did not go good, and थोड़ा interviewer ने कुछ बोल भी दिया जिसकी वजह से this member of a life transformation felt actually very low, and थोड़ा सा demotivate also happened. Okay, and while she was demotivated, that person said like I was not liking anything. घर में आए के irritation, frustration, I was angry on everybody because so that अंदर से आता है something, right, कि अरे यार बेकार हो गया. And if somebody is just saying something, you'll be frustrated. Okay, you will not be at peace. And then that person said ki Tausif, what should I do, because I'm like irritated right now, I don't know what should I do, my mind is getting crazy, I'm like angry on everybody, I'm fighting with everyone because I did not do that thing right. Okay, a simple technique I just told him, because again like I earlier applied somewhere, it worked for me. Okay, and I simply said कि भाई थोड़ा journaling कर लेते हैं. Okay, just write down all your frustration on that piece of paper. Okay, whatever is running in your mind. क्या होता है, you keep the problem in your head. Okay, थोड़ा सा ना problem को put it on a paper and look at it like a third person. Don't look at like this is my problem. Just look at this is a problem from an outer view. And in your entire life, this will be very applicable. When you see your own problems like a third person, you will not feel the pain in the problem. You will be smart enough, like, okay, how do I solve it? Many people don't understand this fact. The problems are there in your life because you are not looking at it from an angle where you will solve. Okay, you are actually just inside the problem and you're drowning and disappearing with it. So journaling habits say when you put the problems on a piece of paper, ideas will be clicking to you. कि अच्छा कैसे करना है, क्या करना है. You will look at the same situation from different angle, and that frustration will go out. And when that person applied it, okay, what she said it, just within next 2 hours, I was pretty peaceful. Okay, nothing but simple technique: writing the problem down, analyzing ke what went wrong, trying to come up with logical solution. Okay, how do I get better in this? Just doing that, mind was stable, because now the mind is like, okay, now I know how to come out of this. And just by doing it, 2 घंटे के अंदर she dropped me a message के, hey, I'm so peaceful, like I'm now speaking, I just went to my mother, shared the smile with her, and we had a nice chit chat, and then I explained her कि अरे वो मैं बहुत गुस्सा थी because of blah 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 reasons. Okay, nothing but guys, these simple things, if you really apply it in your life now, you will start finding results. Otherwise you will start living in pain for a long time, and दिमाग में वो फटते रहता है, फटते रहता है, फटते रहता है, this is अरे क्या क्या क्या, and फिर लग गई life की. So yeah, so you guys, so arrange a notebook and just make a pen and then get started. Okay, so I'll just be, by the end of this session, I'll be sharing the Google form ka link. So think about it. It's a commitment plus it's money. Okay, think about it. And but if you are in, so don't give up. Okay, so if you are in, to uske baad fir don't let excuses come inside. So once you register, do it like a commitment. Next 2 months ke liye, I will do whatever it takes to rise. Okay, and once you're that committed, chalo join in. And then tomorrow I'll just share morning we will all wake up. Okay, so where we'll share all the, for all the people, like payment details and all, and uske baad fir apan kal ka free roll karke, then we'll get started with the rest of the pieces. Okay, so chalo, let's walk towards the remaining 2. And anyways, those who are like morning 5 a.m. wala pranayams and all is open for all, to wo wala to routine apna chalte rahega. Plus this will be happening in a closed group, so I will be adding you in a different WhatsApp group. Okay, where only these people will be interacting. So it's not going to be LT events anymore. So we'll create a closed WhatsApp group. We will add them to the Facebook group, where the sessions that we do on a daily basis, 6 to 6:45, those will be available like recorded versions. So due to sometimes internet or ye wo problems, if you miss the session, that would be available into the closed Facebook ka group. Okay, so in the registration form, I will be giving your Facebook profile URL, thoda LinkedIn profile URL, so we can add the genuine valid people there. So recorded versions will be available and you will have that access always. So kabhi bhi revisit karna. But I think more than sessions, it is practically applying it in your life. Okay, and you will definitely become a different person. That I can already see, because I can see the 2 months kaise jaane wale. So this weekend I sat together and I prepared an entire 2 months ka roadmap also. Nothing but week by week, kab kya karna hai. So I have that strategy also. Yes, it will be improvised. Okay, because I just feel something is right, and then we add more topics and remove some topics. So whatever is going to give value add, we'll do that. There will be some sessions conducted where you guys will again come live, share your own things with the people. So those kind of sessions will also be conducted in the journey. So over and all, by the end, ek bindas personality will come out of you. That fear, that closedness, you'll be like, ha, chalo, dikhte hai. You will just be like that. Okay, because we will open up to you on a regular basis. So sab kuch, yeah, will be pretty peaceful. Okay, so chalo, thank you everybody for your time, and welcome to the stage 2 of journey towards greatness. And all the people stage 1, may I highly appreciate your commitment. Okay, that was really wonderful. And नागार्जुना ने एंड में वो एक पीपीटी डाल दिया पूरे 5 टीम्स को यूनाइट करने के लिए, सो दैट वाज प्रीटी गुड नागार्जुना. ठीक है, so pretty good to see all that, and looking forward to see you guys tomorrow morning. Okay, and after end I'll just share it in the WhatsApp group about the registration form for the event. Okay, so chalo, thank you everybody, and have a nice, wonderful, peaceful sleep. It's a new day starting tomorrow, and I definitely know that you will master your entire day in a very great and grand manner. Okay, maza aayega, and it will not go off. The habit is not going to go off, it will become permanent. Okay, so because whatever I saw the past failures of 8 life transformation programs, why people are not able to continue, we are trying to solve all of those gaps as part of this program. Okay, so chalo, thank you everybody, and looking forward for greatness together. Take care of yourself. See you guys tomorrow morning. Dhoom dharaka kar